What's up, everybody? It's hockey season, but it's also the mail season. The mail! Alright, that was goofy, but you know, it's time for another edition of the mail. Gonna open up a couple packages live and show a couple things that I received in the mail. If any of you guys don't know, my father passed away a couple weeks ago now, and I spent a lot of time at the hospital with him, and you know, I miss my dad, but I got to say goodbye, and he got to say goodbye, and you know what? I look forward to seeing him again someday. And while that was happening, I just couldn't do the mail. So a couple boxes came in the mail from people, and I opened them up already, and so I'm just going to show what they are and tell you about the people that gave it to me. First up is a guy from who is a VC member from Panama. Woo, Panama! But he's currently in the United States, and he sent me a couple records that he said he didn't want anymore, and he wanted to know if I'd like to have them, and I said, yeah, I'd love to have them. So his name is Joe Wheeler, and he runs this station called Joe's Record Store. So I'm going to put a link below to Joe's Record Store so you can find his channel and check him out. But what he sent me was Exodus, Shovel-Headed Kill Machine on vinyl, and it is a 2-album set. It is a gatefold package, 180 gram vinyl, and I believe it's on a colored vinyl, although I cannot remember for the life of me what color it was. I think it's kind of like a lime green or a puke green, or not even green, kind of gray. Custom center rings, very cool. This was one of the albums that featured vocalist Rob Dukes. A lot of people didn't like Dukes. My problem with the band at that point wasn't Dukes as so much as it just seemed like all Holt was doing was just ripping on Christianity, and for, I don't know, really no good reason. It was just getting tired of it. But I do like this album. There's some great songs on here. Their best album? No, not by a stretch of the imagination, but decent album? Yes. Thrash metal. That's what I like about it. And it's Exodus. So anything Exodus is collectible in my book, and I'm glad to have it as part of my collection. So thank you for that, Joe. And then also a copy of Overkill Ironbound. Overkill, one of my all-time favorite bands. Love this band. Have a lot of what they, you know, a lot of their stuff on vinyl, all their stuff on CD. Gatefold, 180 gram vinyl. I believe this is black vinyl. By the way, playing in the background is Armageddon, Money Mask. They have a new album out or coming out. Custom center rings on black vinyl. So those came from Joe. Super happy to have them. They came at a good time. They cheered me up on a couple days when I just wasn't so happy. So there you go. Overkill Exodus Thrash, a thrash package from the Panamanian thrasher Joe Wheeler. All right. So up next is a trade/VCLT package from Cory at Cory's VC channel. Now I did record a video for this one. And when I uploaded it, I was playing Mortification in the background, and unfortunately some company felt they owned Mortification music, despite the fact that Steve Rowe gave me permission to play it, and I had to take the video down. So the video is unusable because I refused to give them money through putting ads on my video. Also, they were blocking the video in Germany for some reason. So anyhow, I pulled the video down. The video is no good, so instead I'm just going to show them now. This is Warrant's Cherry Pie, and I didn't realize this was so rare and hard to find. You know, I like this album a lot, especially Uncle Tom's Cabin. I know a lot of people hate this album and think it's a poser album. I don't care if you think it's a poser album. Yes, Cherry Pie is an overplayed, pain-in-the-butt song. Like it's their attempt at, you know, Def Leppard's Pour Some Sugar on Me. And it worked for him, you know, it sold him records. But the fact of the matter is, the rest of the record actually rocks pretty good. And these guys are decent musicians, and this is a good album. Like I said, Uncle Tom's Cabin is one of my favorite songs on here. Apparently the band wanted the album to be called Uncle Tom's Cabin. The record company insisted on Cherry Pie. Regardless, I always thought it was a cool cover anyhow. So there you go. Warrant's Cherry Pie. And our favorite lady rocker, Joan Jett. This is up your alley. I want to say up the alleys, up your alley. And both these copies are pristine condition. I've already played them both, and they sound great, and I've already got them in, you know, Blake sleeves and Cory's VC channel. Check Cory's VC channel out. What does he do different from my other people in the VC? He does his record tours across the United States, and they are awesome. He goes into the record stores and he plays. My phone's ringing. I'm sorry. Hi, honey. You're on video. There you go. Uncut. Phone call in the middle of the video. Alright, Cory's VC channel. Check him out. He does this thing called Record Stores Across America, where he goes into record stores across America and interviews the owners, employees, shows the stores, shows what they have to offer, gives a little bit of history about them. Awesome, awesome video. He also does album updates like this, and he shows a lot of metal, hard rock. He's into a very wide variety of music. He's got a killer Hawkwind collection that I'm very jealous of. But yeah, Cory's VC channel. So I'll put a link below. Check out Cory. There you go. Next up, this is going to be a live opening. And this one comes from my Irish brother. This comes from Ben. And Ben is a YouTube member as well. He is a VC member, and he does videos. And I will put a link to his channel as well. Now, Ben is not a metalhead, unlike a lot of my friends in the VC. But he has purchased some heavy metal stuff on the word of myself and guys like LJ and Greeno. So very cool that he's actually gotten into heavy metal a little bit because of guys like us. His stuff, he's into everything from hip hop to Irish folk to his taste is just across the board, all over the place. Definitely check his taste out, especially if you're into things outside of heavy metal. And he's just a downright nice guy. And lives in Ireland. I always wanted to live there. So what do we have in this box? Let's see. I really don't know. Oh, there's a card in here, which I'm going to open up afterwards because I think this has to do with, like I said, the passing of my father. So I'm going to hold on to that and open it later. And there's a little note in here, which I will read after as well. And there is some records in here. So we got a, looks like a stiffener. Oh, very cool. Nazareth, Dream On, 7-inch single. Love 7-inch singles. This is a European pressing. Let's see if this is from Germany. Looks German in the. Yes, this is a German pressing. And it's on the Vertigo label. Very, very cool. I think he showed us in one of his videos, and I commented on it that it was a great song, great single. So apparently he thought I was worthy to be sent to. So thank you very much, Ben. You rule. And this I knew about. This is way cool. This is stiffener. This is I know this is going to be, some people are going to think this is corny, but I think it's awesome. This is Easy Meat. This is an Irish heavy metal, very obscure, very hard to find, independent band. This is a private pressing. You're not going to find this anywhere. Ben ran across a copy of it, and he said he wanted to send it to me. So there it is. Very, very cool. I checked him out on YouTube, and definitely check out Easy Meat. This is on Electric Storm Records. There's the center ring. And not only will I put a link to Ben's channel below, but I'm going to put a link to a, you know what? Why don't I go ahead and spin a little bit of Easy Meat?
Are you ready? Are you ready? Drop your brains.
there you go. Easy meat. Like I said, you know, it's got that typical cheesy 80s heavy metal cover, but I just love that stuff. There's just something about it, you know. Maybe it's just because of what I grew up with, and I love that sound. So that's awesome, Ben. You rule. I thank you very much for sending me this. You didn't have to. Oh, there's also a insert inside of here, and the lyrics on the opposite side. And as well, on the bottom of the box, which I didn't see until I pulled the other one out, there is a 7-inch single of Masquerade from Uriah Heep. And this, big Uriah Heep fan as well. This is on the bronze label. And this looks to be a German pressing as well. That's right, yep, German pressing as well. Very cool pictured sleeve single. For Help Me. And Free Me. Sorry, Free Me. Free Me, Free Me. Can't speak. So there you go. Ben. Check out Ben's channel. I think his channel name is just his name. Excuse me. And his last name is Costello. So it's Ben Costello. And like I said, I'll put a link below. Check him out. So there you go. And one last package. I know this is a long video. I apologize, but a lot of stuff to show. This is from Christian. And his last name is Reichel, I believe. That's how you pronounce it. And as far as I know, he is not a VC member. But he contacted me on Facebook and asked me he said he had a couple extras vinyl albums that he didn't want and wanted to know if I'd like to have them. I said, sure, send them on. So that's what this is. So we're going to find out what's in here. This is a 12-inch single. Obviously, this is a generic Atlantic sleeve, but what comes in that sleeve? Ted Nugent, She Drives Me Crazy. This is a radio promo for a Ted Nugent single. You guys watch my channel, you know that I'm a Ted Nugent fanatic, and this is one that I didn't have, so very cool to have it in the collection. Next up is a, this looks like another 12-inch single, and it is. This is a 12-inch single for, I'm just going to leave it in the sleeve for now, for David Lee Roth Stand Up Swank Remix, Easy to Swallow. 7 minutes and 22 seconds. Promo copy, not for sale. So there you go. That's very cool. I'm a big Van Halen, Roth era Van Halen fan. I do like some of the other stuff too, but Roth era is my favorite. This is a Polygram Rocks Radio promo single for Call of the Wild by Deep Purple, which is awesome. I don't have this single either. This is Jeff Paris, I Can't Let You Go, radio single. And I'm not familiar with this one, so I'm going to have to check this one out. Maybe one of you guys knows who Jeff Paris is and can give me your opinion on him. And finally, this is cool. This is a promo single for Gary Moore, Wild Frontier. And this just comes in a generic sleeve as well. There you go, Gary Moore. And just making sure that's it. And that is it for records. But there's also a rock rap magazine, the heavy metal section. So we've got Whitney Houston on the cover, and Madonna, and Keith Richards of the Rolling Stones, along with Ozzy, Motley Crue, and Eddie Van Halen. And then Kiss, Eric Carr, A Mess, Plans for the Future. So what's this from? This has got to be from the early 80s if it's talking about unmasking. Anyhow, there it is. That's very cool as well. Like, I do collect some of the old rock and heavy metal magazines. I'm sure you guys have seen the intros to my top 20, top 50, whatever it is, from 1970, 1980, whatever. And then you see all the magazines going across. Well, those are all magazines that I own. And, so there you go. Very cool. So, once again, thank you to Christian. There won't be a link because he doesn't have a channel that I'm aware of. If he does, Christian, let me know, and I'll be glad to put a link below. But that's it for this edition of The Mail. God bless. Stay strong. Go Flyers. Go Kings.